this video, we're going to be going over a severe weather event that's unfolding right now, bringing that risk of damaging winds, large hail, and even tornadoes. This risk is spreading from the deep south all the way up into the Ohio River Valley. This is expected to last for the next few days here. I'd really say up until Wednesday. I'll get right into it right now. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's going to be a relatively short one, as I don't really have much time right now. But right now we're looking at the high resolution refresh model right now. This is what we're currently seeing. We're seeing these storms begin to pop up now across the deep south into the southeast. These storms are very likely very capable of producing tornadoes, like the ones we've already seen in places such as Mississippi and South Carolina. Very strong tornadoes there, all throughout the South really. So these are not your average pop-up summer storms. These are very severe and very likely of spawning some tornadoes. So as I mentioned earlier, yes, I was not joking. This threat extends all the way up into the lower Ohio River Valley, even to the upper Midwest, including the southern plains. So this is a very widespread severe weather event. The region that has the best chance of seeing some damaging winds, as well as hail and tornadoes, likely be southeastern Oklahoma into northeastern Texas. So what we're seeing right now, these storms pop up right now in the southern plains. They're really likely to develop here into southeastern Oklahoma and northeastern Texas later on this afternoon into the evening hours. But very large hail and tornadoes are certainly possible. Intense damaging winds are expected as well. So far this afternoon, they're going to continue to mainly move northeast here. We're seeing this other cluster of storms here, not quite as severe and likely is producing some tornadoes as they are in the southeast region. This is really in the Great Lakes region. We're seeing these storms pop up here, especially in the Ohio River Valley. So they're going to exit here expected to exit not too long from now actually. While these storms right now in the southern plains are expected to last throughout most of the day. You can see they're already beginning to move out here though. Like I said, not as severe. We move into tonight. They're beginning to move out here. They're mainly just going to transition to some more showers rather than thunderstorms. But these severe storms here in the south are expected to last with us for a while here. Wouldn't surprise me if we see some more tornado warnings. I'm currently recording this at 4:30 in the afternoon here. So right now I've already seen a couple of tornado warnings. There has been one death from this severe weather event. I believe it was from a power line that fell. Like I said, very damaging winds, likely to snap power cables as well as some trees. So try to stay very safe and weather aware. So by later this afternoon, these very fast-moving thunderstorms will begin to form, and they'll persist throughout the night. As you can see here, we fast forward a little bit. It's going to be another severe system that pops up, completely excluding this one. This is expected to move out by tonight, move off the coast, but this is not the end of it. We're going to see another whole line of storms begin to develop by the overnight hours. You can see we just fast forward here into later this evening and later this afternoon to early evening hours. You see this line finally begin pop up here in Texas. This is where we have that tornado potential set up. Possibly worse than today. This is going to be really tomorrow. It's going to be affecting this area in the early hours of the morning as well. Again, you can really see this line we're going to develop, this squall line here, moving mainly east-northeast. You can see we're going to move here into the mid-regions of the Midwest here, and all Arkansas and Missouri. Really, begins to lose its intensity by this point. Like I said, it's really going to be worse, I feel like, in right here, right in this time frame around, I'd say it's about tomorrow morning here in southeastern Oklahoma and northeastern Texas. So again, random storms are possible in the overnight hours. So some locations can get hit by more than one storm, perhaps even more than one severe storm capable of producing some tornadoes. These storms may actually not reach the western Ohio River Valley by early Tuesday, so it could possibly impact cities including like Nashville, Indianapolis, St. Louis, and Louisville, Kentucky. All these areas are at risk here as this storm begins to move a little further northeast. Go ahead and play the GFS so we can get further out here. As you can see here, it continues to track along northeast, reaching the Ohio River Valley later by tomorrow. Some of you may be asking why there actually is an enhanced risk here placed over the Midwest. This is not expected to set in until tonight, I'd say. Really in the even the early evening hours, we're going to see this line begin to develop here in the around Texas and Oklahoma, even in Arkansas. So really the later tonight, we're going to see this severe weather form. That's why you're seeing this enhanced risk But here right now we're seeing some slight risk in the southeast. I'll get to that right now. So extends across the southeast here, level 2 out of 5, slight risk. Some place expected to affect cities like Atlanta, where we saw that one tornado. It's actually very close to Atlanta, really on the outskirts of Atlanta, moving northeast, just skimmed it. I'm sorry, I think it was just south. I'm having trouble remembering actually, but other cities like Birmingham, Charlotte, and Charleston, even Raleigh here in North Carolina, even Virginia Beach as well, all included in this risk here. But mainly right here across Alabama and Georgia, as well as South Carolina. Even earlier in the day in Mississippi, a lot of the areas in Mississippi only have a marginal risk here. We still saw that tornado there. So I get to that right now. That marginal risk is actually a level 1 out of 5, according to the National Weather Service. As for what the marginal risk represents here are these severe thunderstorms, not quite as capable as producing tornadoes as areas in the slight risk or enhanced risk, but still very severe storms, very strong winds. But you can see this marginal risk even stretches out into the mid-Atlantic here. So that could mean even cities like Washington, Richmond, Savannah, all included in this risk here. So like I said earlier, the central U.S. here in the Midwest expected to see the severe activity in their later evening hours. But here in the southeast, primarily what we're seeing right now is the severe weather beginning to break out here. So this is going to be a multi-day severe weather event, really. Stretching into Tuesday. I'll show you tomorrow's outlook, according to the Storm Prediction Center. You can see here, it's going to, that first round of storms you saw, begin to form tonight. It's going to begin to form tonight. It's going to move, push northeast. We're going to see another line of storms here begin to develop in really around northeastern Texas, and then push on really east-northeast. Again, affecting not quite the southeast, but really just the deep south here in Dixie Alley, throughout Mississippi, Alabama, even Louisiana, even portions of southern Tennessee, south central Tennessee, where they always get that. They really always get that enhanced risk there. Get that severe weather activity there. But really, this whole area is under an enhanced risk. See, the wind outlook is very high here at around 30% here in the red. Also, tornado outlook here, you see it's really in the 5%, really in the same area that this enhanced risk is in, around 5% on the tornado outlook here. Here we look at the hail, 15%. So again, very large hail is expected here in a lot of these areas. This even stretches out into the upper Midwest here into Kentucky. So hail is possible for all these areas here. Throughout the day, tomorrow, further south, scattered thunderstorms are likely to develop midday from eastern Texas to throughout Georgia. You can see here, this is about midday here. Getting to form here. So like I said, they're really going to begin to form here, and I'd say northeastern Texas, even around Arkansas. Well, not quite Arkansas. It's going to be the other severe system. You can see that one severe system we're going to see overnight. Really just explode here into multiple severe thunderstorms. Although really the center, I'd say, really pushes. It almost like splits up here. That center begins to push northeast into the Ohio River Valley, while another line forms out of this severe weather system. It's going to be pushing on through the southeast and the deep south as well. You can see here in Alabama, you see that line of orange here. That's the squall line we're going to be seeing tomorrow. That's very capable of producing tornadoes and strong winds, especially with that hail too. And the areas that we're seeing the severe weather breakout now, really in the I'd say around 1,500 joules per kilogram range here, into the thousands, almost up to 2,000 here, in the coastal areas, closer to the Gulf. But really, we're seeing most of the severe weather right now in central portions of the states. We're getting up to anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 joules per kilogram here. Even around Texas, we're going to see the severe weather activity tonight into, again, really around 1,500 joules per kilogram range. South Carolina, just reaching 1,000 here, just shy of 1,000. Then again, really seeing, we saw that tornado warning just earlier, a few hours ago. It was an upstate, really northwestern South Carolina here. So again, these models kind of vary with coverage and intensity of the showers and thunderstorms, generally suppressing the convection and really limiting it with the lack of forcing or cap in place. So we're expecting to see the sun briefly towards the end of the day, only to see the low stratus clouds begin to develop into the overnight hours and move northward into the region and the southern plains. So I'd say after about midnight tonight, the precipitations start to increase for northern Mississippi here. But then again, like I said earlier, we have another disturbance that ripples through the mid-Mississippi Valley, it advanced to the next storm. Really, again, like Tuesday through Sunday, it's gonna be a multi-day severe weather event. The main focus in the long term remains on that potential for severe thunderstorms Tuesday, which has now seen an escalation to an enhanced threat. We're here looking at the 24-hour accumulated quantitative precipitation forecast. This is what we're going to be in the next 24 hours here. We can see that the heavy rainfall will contribute to runoff concerns and pose a limited threat of flash flooding for much of this region as well. You can see here we're expected to get maybe up to 2 or 3 inches here in the next 24 hours. Move up to the 48-hour forecast here. See totals really beginning to develop here. As we get into tomorrow, like I said, we're going to see those storms break out here in the southern plains. Still up to really, I'd say anywhere from like 2 to 3 inches. Here we're going to see I want to say 3 to 4 inches possibly in this area. I think I saw 4 inches there. Yeah. 4.34 inches here in northwestern Arkansas. So we're expected to maybe see some flooding in some of these areas as well. So we're also going to see this warm air mass that'll be over the region. Come Tuesday morning ahead of the potent shortwave and surface cold front. Surface dew points, I'll go ahead and fast forward here into tomorrow here. So dew points expected to be in the upper 60s to the lower 70s in these areas. So again, we're going to have all this moisture just coming in from the Gulf here. Really, again, we have that set up with the moisture. We certainly have the moisture here. Quite a lot of convection. I don't think I'll actually go ahead and pass that forward into tomorrow. I think I only went over today's convection surface level cape, that is. Go ahead and fast forward a little bit to tomorrow. So as you can see here, this is about tomorrow. You can see that red beginning to show up. It's actually about 3,000, possibly even up to 4,000 here on the Louisiana-Mississippi border. Yeah, around the upper, I never really, I'd say in the 3,000 range joules per kilogram. That is very high convection rates here. You'll see that lifted condensation level very low as well, so very easy for some of those clouds to form. Like I said, may start off a little more sunny in the morning hours, but that will not last long as we get those clouds begin to move in here. As you can see here, temps are very high here into the 80s. Dew points, around the mid 70s, around 75 degrees. So very moist air here, coming in from the Gulf, bringing these really skyrocketing these convection rates here. So very good severe weather setup here. So there actually likely be a discrete cell development ahead of the main band of storms expected to move across the region during the afternoon hours. Large hail, damaging wind gusts, and a few tornadoes will be likely, along with these rainfall rates in excess of an inch per hour. Like I said, those rates are looking pretty high there, up to 4 inches. Not even just the southern plains, really, as that first line of storms going to move through in the upper Midwest. So I'm going to move back to the GFS model here. This is sounding around the storms here by tomorrow. Like I said, they've really shown up on the radar over the couple past hours in response to destabilizing conditions at the surface, along with these steep lapse rates aloft. Persistent low-level jet of around 45 to 50 knots at 850 millibars here. Again, along with that 3,000 to 3,500 joules per kilogram range of surface-based cape. Moist, or just even moist, sufficient ingredients here to sustain some storm updrafts this afternoon, as you can see here. So we really have really summer-like atmospheric conditions here. So like I said, it's going to be a multi-day severe weather event. It's going to last, I'd say until Thursday. Even on Wednesday, we still see some storms lingering around here. I'll take you to Wednesday here. In coastal Alabama, Mississippi. But like I said, Tuesday is really going to be the day we're going to see that even. So I'd say really to later this evening, the overnight hours into tomorrow. And that's really going to remain until tomorrow afternoon. That's where we're going to see most of this severe weather threat, as well as the threat for some tornadoes. So like I said, the more significant severe weather threat will materialize during the day on Tuesday. Confidence in terms of the severe weather parameters available for severe storms remains fairly high. Like I said, we actually have an enhanced risk in place for a lot of these areas here tomorrow and across the southern plains. But some uncertainties actually still remain in terms of where the severe storms will develop. Like I said, I'd say around here in eastern Texas, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see the first round of storms develop here during the overnight hours, and by tomorrow morning, we're gonna see another line. By tomorrow, I'd say this next line is actually gonna develop here in I'd say northwestern Arkansas. But as we move, like I said, as severe weather on Wednesday is really going to be moving on through here. I'd say Wednesday morning, so we're going to see most of the severe weather here. Wednesday, we just fast forward a little bit. This is what we're looking at Wednesday, right about here. Maybe just a little further here. This is about Wednesday here. Still seeing that severe weather remain a little bit here around Georgia. This is GFS model, so we may not be as widespread as we're seeing here, but so we're going to be around the southeast here on Wednesday morning as the frontal boundary kind of takes its time here getting out of the area. So expect lingering showers across the southeast through the day. Nothing too severe. I'd say there are any thunderstorm chance will be dwindling as we transition to more of a zonal flow aloft as we see slight amplification here. So move here to the Euro model. I'd really say this is what we like to stick closer to. This is how the severe weather events are going to play out. I'd say it's more accurate on this model than the GFS. You can see here we're moving to Wednesday morning here. You see it's not as widespread here. So again, we're going to be keeping an eye out here on the somewhat messy convective picture that's expected to evolve across the Ohio Valley and Mid-Mississippi Valley later today and to tomorrow. So in general, the latest convection is allowing model guidance to agree on this organized squall line of storms here. I feel like it's going to affect the portions of the Appalachians tomorrow. I'd say by tomorrow night, or by tonight into early Tuesday, it's going to reach here in the southeast into the Appalachians here. But here it's a little more tricky to forecast here in the southeast because they're really all over the place in terms of timing. These models here are very hard to determine whether it's going to last until tonight or it's going to linger before we reach the overnight hours. But short-term model guidance actually allows the elevated mixed layer to develop into the region tonight into tomorrow. This will actually create a potential for strong unstable conditions to occur. But then again, this could potentially be disrupted by any morning convective activity. But I think it's really hard to say about this forecast and the confidence level of these storms here. So really today and tomorrow, even into Wednesday, we're going to see this severe activity mainly tomorrow, tonight into tomorrow. Even right now, we're seeing some severe weather breakout. Like I said, we've seen a couple tornadoes that were actually very strong here. One tornado that had a lot of debris associated with it. I was checking that out on the radar a few hours ago. Very close to the Atlanta suburbs here. I'm having trouble remembering whether it was just south of Atlanta or north. I have to go ahead and check that out after. But we saw another strong tornado here in Mississippi. I'm sure we're actually seeing more pop up right now as I'm making this video, so I have to check that out as soon as I'm done recording. But I think it's pretty much covered it for today's video about the unfolding multi-day severe weather event we're about to see here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, I know it's a very rather quick video than compared to most of my other videos. But I just figured I'd give you guys a quick update here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. See you guys in the next one.